So for Nielson fall cleanup day 2 on our part, back here, this little side on the left of the house, we picked up all of the leaves and realized it's kind of a bit of a mingle here of soil and gravel or chat. Seems like they're almost equal parts. There's quite a bit of it in this area and also in this area. But we also chopped a little bit away, just pruning up this guy so it just fits better. No stragglers, no dead pieces, tidying things up. Same thing here, trimming this back a little so it's better orientation to that one. All of these leaves picked up off of the trampoline, around here, raked through, fluffed the soil as well. Over here, getting in there, cleaning and tidying up the roses as well, snipping off dead parts and anything that was broken or sort of miscalculated whenever they cut it last. Just nice and tidying up all throughout here. We even got a little bit into this area, but there is a lot of the vegetable and flower garden here still blooming. Back here we noticed this is like a sinkhole, not really sure what's going on. It's very wet and stinky soil, so we're going to get the heavy rake and try to even that out tomorrow. But we did get in underneath here for all these leaves. And then really nice job fluffing out this area, tidying up debris, taking it out of the trees and things. Same thing over here, taking out leaves from the fire pit and the stones, the patio. There is, or was, some work done on this shrub back here, this hedge, just loosely tidying up the edge a little bit better. It is a little bit bare on this side, but just to have a more cohesive look. There's a little bit of tidying up there. For the hedge, we didn't really touch this back area, we just cleaned up underneath of it. We did a bit of work on this side. Same thing, cutting back behind. There's actually quite a few plants and grasses behind here. So those got all cut back and then cleaned up here. A lot of the rocks were misplaced in the soil from probably just erosion, so try to pop those back in. Noticing that this hedge is a little wild. This one is also a little wild. We may get to this tomorrow. We may do this in the spring, just evening out the length and width and everything so the dimensions are proper here. As you can see, it gets a little crazy. Tidying up the leaves in the back. Still gonna have to go through tomorrow and put all the drip line back in where we'd like it. Okay. And for this section, lots of dog poop right here, but we did sort of tidy up the hedge for these boxwoods just because they're in a little bit better condition than the rest of the front of the house, so to give it a more clean look, and raking out the bed, fluffing it as well. This one's a little bit on the snowy side, so we'll see if we get to this one. But we got tidied up in here as well. Even though there's snow, we raked it out. And then a lot of time up here cleaning out this area. Tomorrow we're going to be wrapping the rest of the juniper with the burlap, so it'll be ready for winter. This guy had a lot of pine needles falling, so cleaned those out today. Gonna do some more weeding tomorrow. There's quite a few weeds here. Gonna consider chopping off part of the bottom, as it is, this lower limb is reaching into the hydrangea, and it's the only one of its size like that, so it might make sense to just clean that up a bit. We got in here. We're gonna fluff this out, but we did rake it for leaves, debris, things like that. And then back here, same thing. Just raked, fluffed, pine needles removed. They also have a lot of roses back here. So we're gonna let those grow nice and big, and maybe they'll be visible one day from behind the fireplace. Maybe that's the goal. Now back here there were so many pine needles. And we really did a nice job today picking those out. All of these trees have been staked with fertilizer, so they're good to go. But we'll keep an eye on this. This one does have moss on it, things like that up here. And then we raked out the piles for tomorrow on the slide area, but from the slide area onward, that is what we're going to be fine-tuning tomorrow after we wrap the rest of these wonderful juniper. And that is our fall cleanup for today.